I don't know if we have anybody watching. It doesn't look like
Not
it.
yet.
Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know why it sounds low? I have my headphones on. All right. Anyways, I don't look like we got anybody in here. But anybody that is watching, welcome to the show. We got Comic Book Collect.
Comic collector. Comic collector. I lost you, Mike. Nothing. Mm-mm.
Now you hear me?
I got you.
Okay, well, I'm going to do introductions and I'm going to try to plug this back in. So, everybody, welcome to the show. Tonight, I got a haul, just some recent stuff I picked up, but I got a special guest, my buddy here, Steve, Charlton66, and
What's up?
he's going to be showing us some of his cool Iron Man books.
Yes. Yes.
So, we got Paulo Costa, Orchid Joseph in here, comic book collector, Ranger Sly. And now my audio's messing up. I'm going to plug this in and see if you can hear me, okay?
Okay. No, nothing.
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. Gray Man's here too.
Yeah, Paulo Costa. What's up, buddy? Ranger Sly.
So I am sure Steve's going to blow me away with what he's got in his collection. All of us. So before he gets started, I want to show an AOK that I got today from Lady Fantastic. So shout out to her. We had her on the last show. It was awesome. So what did she send me? So she sent me this. Defenders #1 for volume 5. I believe this may be the first team appearance. If I don't know, I don't really know anything about the modern books. But this is. Have you watched the TV show, Steve?
No, I've not seen it.
These are all the members of Defenders on Netflix,
Oh, okay. I didn't even know they even put a comic book out of that.
and that was a really good show. I loved it. Elektra and
Cool.
Daredevil are the stars of that.
Nice.
Sent me that. That's from 2017. She knows I like Defenders. She sends me all her Defender stuff, her modern Defenders. And then
Nice.
she sent me #1, volume 4.
That's a good series.
Oh yeah, I have never read it.
That's a good series.
December 2011.
That's a good series.
And then she sent me these facsimiles that just came out by DC.
Nice.
House of Secrets '92.
Nice.
I have the Silver Age classic one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I do not have the real one. And then lastly, she sent me this one.
Very nice.
First appearance of
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. I got back row written on the back. Whoops. Anyways, that's pretty cool. It's funny. This one has like 3 different reprints. This is the first time this one's been reprinted.
True.
All right. So you're up. What you drinking? Got you a Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Caffeinating up on us?
Yeah, man.
I took a little B12 pill right before.
Okay. No, what I decided to do tonight, I've never really focused on Iron Man all that much, even though he's my favorite Marvel hero, because I've not read an Iron Man comic probably in 20 years. I don't know. I don't like what they've done to him. So I just figured I'd focus on Iron Man. So one of my first issues that I ever had of Iron Man that I bought way back in the day was 67.
I'm trying to get you up on the screen.
Yeah. So this was my first issue that I ever bought of Iron Man that made me a fan off the rack. Not this issue, but my issue's been destroyed by now. But Iron Man 67.
Who's that? Who does the cover on that?
I think it's Gil Kane, if I'm not
That's what it
mistaken.
looks like to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make you big. Like, here, let me try this. Hey, there we go.
And then 69 was the
Yeah, I
next
got
issue
that one.
that I bought, and was really it's Ron Wilson did this cover, and I had him. Well, I bought a recreation
Oh wow,
from that cover. Doesn't have the logo of the paste ups on it, but
nice.
yeah, one of my first Iron Man, so I
Is that
got that.
is that reminiscent of a Dicto?
No, no
Did,
Ditko.
didn't he do something similar with Spider-Man holding up?
Oh yeah, back in 33. Spider-Man 33, where he
Yeah,
used up all the machinery.
but
So
that's definitely cool.
so then of course, Iron Man Submariner #1.
Oh, look at him throwing the big books out right away. Okay, now slow down because we're taking turns.
Okay, I got you. This is we'll go to you right after this one. But Iron Man Submariner
Gene
#1.
Colan.
Gene Colan, baby.
That looks like a nice issue too.
It is. It's pretty nice. Probably fine. All right, brother.
That number 59, I see that one all the time in the back issue bin. You can still pick that up pretty inexpensive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
a lot of the Iron Man run. You can still pick it up pretty inexpensive. And in nice grades too.
Yeah, and for as popular as he is, you can still get him relatively inexpensive.
Except
you're
for
up,
that,
brother.
except for that 55, is it?
Yeah.
First Thanos.
Yeah.
Okay, so
55.
I bought a 2-issue lot off eBay this week, and I wanted a certain book, and I showed the Jungle Gym 2 broadcasts ago. That was the only one I could find at a price that I felt comfortable with. But I wanted this other cover, and there wasn't one there I felt comfortable with. The next day, someone posted it.
Mm-hmm.
That book and a second book, both for $10. They wanted 15. They wanted 15. I offered them 10, and they took it, and then $3.50 for shipping. So the first one I got was this Charlton.
Yeah. Very cool.
Jungle Gym. I don't know. Do you know who does that?
No. Probably one of their house artists, but I don't know who did that cover. I can't see it close enough.
1969. But anyways, this is a good girl cover. But that wasn't the one I wanted. I mean, I like it, but this is the one I wanted.
Oh yeah, the other that's Norris, right?
Yeah.
Aquaman created Aquaman. Paul Norris did that cover, right?
And yeah, he did, and I read it too. It was really good.
Nice. Yeah, he did Aquaman.
So I figured it was like $7.50 for the whole thing. That's not bad for a Golden Age book, 1949. And it had issues. I did press it. So because I'm never going to sell this, and it was so cheap, I fixed it up a little bit for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I put new staples in it. I added a little glue to the spine because it was curling out,
Mm-hmm.
and I trimmed it.
Wow, you did all that, huh? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable doing that? Like you're gonna mess it up?
And I figured it was so cheap, and
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty much a rag. I mean, look at it right there.
It's such a great cover.
But I read it. It was really good too.
Yeah, it's hard to find a really good Golden Age book.
Espionage in it, foreign and spies, and
Right.
jungles and ships, and
yeah.
All right, you're up. So our chat's kind of stalled here, unless
I know.
Hey guys, are you out there? Is anybody out there? Hello.
We'll see.
You're up. You're up.
Okay. So on to the regular series before getting to the Tales of Suspense. Iron Man 1.
Collector says he's here. Paul Acosta says he's still there. Okay, here we go.
Iron Man 1.
Look at this guy throwing out these huge books. These are knockout punches on me. Yeah. Silver Age Dave's here.
Silver Age Dave, what's up?
We got Chris M. We got Mr. Q. Mr. Q put out a good haul video I just watched. Silver Age Dave put out a great video on some Australian copies of comics.
No SpongeBob and Ninja Turtles. Negative. I've given my SpongeBob comic books out.
It's probably no secret that I'm not a slabber.
Oh yeah.
So hey, I Love Disney Comics is in here. So Mr. Q put out a video and he was showing Wolverine number, I forget what number it was. He goes, "This book this is a book that deserves slabbing." I'm like, "You're gonna punish the book." Oh, it was Punisher. It was a Punisher book.
Oh, I'm gonna punish
With
the
the
book. I
Wolverine
see what you did
cover.
there. I see
And
what you did
he's
there.
like, "It deserves to be slabbed." I'm like, "If you slab it, you're punishing that book."
Yeah.
And I was yelling at the screen. Steve said the Iron Man 1 looks gorgeous.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's probably
It looks
very
better than
kind.
any of those women on the beach in bikinis. That's how good it looks.
Here's
No comment, huh?
throwing number 2 out there. Nice high grade copy of 2. Oh,
The Demolisher.
yeah. Johnny
Those
Craig did the art on this.
those covers were like so simple.
Yeah, very simplistic.
Even number 4, number 6.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, brother, you're up.
Mr. Q says, "No way, that's what I get multiples." All right, I'm up. So I'm getting into the haul. So I got some stories that go along with these books.
Love
So
the stories.
let me show this. So I'm going to show 3 in a row because they're all connected. Well, this one isn't really, but I read this thing. I pulled it out of the short box of stuff I haven't read. This was really, really good. Black Panther 2099 number 1. And they set it up. I guess they were thinking about doing a series, but it was only this one issue.
Wow. Okay,
And
I'm going to have to pick that up.
it involves Doctor Doom taking over Wakanda.
Never happened.
And it's in the future, and no royal line of the Panther is left.
Ooh.
And it was really good. And it's written by Robert Kirkman.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a $1 book all day, but I'll tell you what, this thing was really, really good.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of good books out there that are like that.
So I've been picking these up out of the 50-cent bin. These are really good classic Marvel at its best.
Mm-hmm. Is that Moon Knight on there?
Yeah, that's why I picked it up.
Nice.
He fights the Shroud. And it's an epic battle. And I'm not going to tell you the ending because I want you to read it. But
okay,
the story involves the team Night Shift appearing. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Mm-mm.
I never heard of them till this issue. So I'm like, okay, the Night Shift, man, they're awesome. It's got Werewolf by Night, Grimm Brothers, Gypsy Moth, The Needle.
Oh, interesting.
A couple other members. So I was like, I wonder what the first appearance is. So I looked it up, and it was Captain America 330. So I said, I'm going to head in town. I had to pick up some stuff from the store and see if I can find that for $1. So I was on a hunt. Let me find the first appearance of Night Shift. Went to the shop. The first shop I went to, found it for $1.
Ah.
So Captain America 330 is the first appearance of Night Shift. I thought, this would be great characters to go into that Moon Knight series that Disney's going to put out.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Knight declined joining the team, but still, because they're all nocturnal.
Right.
So if you see this in the $1 bin, first appearance of the Night Shift. And so I'm going to leave it there and let you go.
Okay. Paulo Costa's talking about 2099 and what a great series it was. Grayman says Night Shift has Digger, who is the host of Tower of Shadows. First issue, September 1969. Did not know that. Thank you, Grayman. His weapon
is the shovel.
Just reeking in his comics.
He hit the like button. Woo!
Nice. Woo. All right.
Hey, Gray Metal Man. Hold on. So Chris M says Ravage 2099 was one of the first books that grabbed me when I got back into collecting in my mid-20s. So that was written by Stan Lee. Who knows what was the last book Stan Lee wrote before that book? It was in 1980, I think.
It's Silver Surfer.
It was. Good, man. You knew it.
Yeah, it was Silver Surfer.
With John Byrne. Okay, you're up.
Iron Man number 3.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah.
I have to say that's one of my least favorite covers in the early
it's a stupid looking cover.
That guy.
Johnny Craig, good artwork, just designs kind of faulty.
He looks like the what's the thing from Popeye, the Goon?
Oh, Alice the Goon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5.
It sparkles.
Yeah. The white's pretty good on this.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, buddy, you're up.
Okay, I'm bunch of nothing. So I was in the dollar bin, picked up that Captain America first appearance of Night Shift. So they had a bunch of nice Captain America books for $1. John Byrne cover, first Armadillo.
Oh, the armadillo. Don't laugh. Was it said don't laugh? It's the armadillo or something like that?
Every time I see this, I think of Friends and the Christmas Armadillo.
It's not funny. It's the armadillo or something.
He is cool looking. I mean, Byrne is definitely a master
Oh,
of
yeah.
the detail.
Yeah.
And then picked up another dollar book, Zek cover.
Nice. Can't go wrong with Zek.
1986. It's Zek. It's $1. I mean, it's got the trifecta.
Yeah, yeah.
And he started out in Charlton.
Yeah, yeah. Sure did.
I don't want to go too fast, so I'm going to throw it back to you. Let's see what we got here. In response to the title, Never Enough.
Number 7.
Wow, great knowledge. 11 watching, hit the like. Okay, hold on. We're going to get you up there.
Okay.
Okay, I said computer. We're going to get him up there. What?
I'm at number 7.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah, number
the Gladiator.
7.
He was a daredevil.
Yes.
Daredevil
Number 8.
villain. Got that one too. Probably not as nice looking as yours though. So where did you pick those up? Tell us some stories.
Oh, well, I've had these since my childhood. Barbarian Books in Wheaton, Maryland. Bought them cheap back in the day. I mean, I probably paid less than $1 a piece for them back in the late 70s. So I still have in my collection.
I think I paid $1 for mine too.
Yeah. Here's a nice high-grade copy of 9.
That one I don't have. That's probably the one nobody wants to get rid of.
Yeah.
Now, who's doing those covers?
I think it's still Johnny Craig. I think it might be Herb Trimpe doing the whole.
Isn't that Tuska? Tuska's not doing that?
Not yet. Not yet. Here he comes on number.
Okay, hold back.
Okay.
We don't want to go too fast. I remember that cap issue with the Trapster and Whirlwind. It was part of the Siege of the Mansion storyline when the Masters of Evil wrecked Adventure's mansion. Rangers always loved the Gladiator.
Mm-hmm. Gladiator's cool.
I don't know. I always thought he was cheesy.
I like the Gladiator.
I mean, it's still fun to read, but I thought he was cheesy.
He looks cool. I mean, he's got the Gladiator, obviously the Gladiator-looking outfit, the helmet, the blades.
The saw blades.
Cool. Yeah.
Going saw blade.
It's a good villain for Iron Man, you know?
Okay, so another dollar book that I picked up yesterday. Another Zek and Beatty cover.
Nice.
Slug. Now, I was at a store about an hour from here. So next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, next Saturday, John Beatty is going to be there signing for free. So if you bring in a book, he'll sign it for free. But if it's a key, it's $10 signature. So if it's Secret Wars 8, any of the Secret Wars, Captain America Annual, then it's going to be $10. So I think that's a great deal. You could bring a ton of books and get John Beatty's signature on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, one more, and then you go. I love this one. It's a $1 book. Captain America 329, To Live and Die Under L.A. Nice Zek cover.
Oh, yeah.
I think when this book hit, I think Zek is finally hitting his stride in this.
Good old Zek. I mean, he did a lot of awesome stuff.
Oh, I have some more Zek from another store, but it's later. It's Bronze Age. Okay, you're up.
All right. I'm at number 10. This is Tuska action going on here.
Okay, beautiful. Wow. You have the whole run up to a certain point?
Yeah, I got it's sporadic in my boxes, but I have all the issues up to 325, I think.
That's what I thought. Ranger Slide said that Tuska did the cover of 7 and 9.
Okay.
Inks by Johnny Craig and Marie Severin.
Yeah, this signed by George Tuska. This cover here, number 11.
Mandarin.
Yeah, it's signed by Tuska. right there.
I don't know. I had some hard time looking at some of his early work for Marvel. It was really not all that good, to tell you the truth.
I just was a fan because I bought the early issues of Iron Man when I was young. So I fell in love with Coleman and Tusk on Iron Man.
The thing is, you get spoiled by other artists.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
you pick up a Kirby, and then you pick up a Tuska, and you're
agreed.
like, okay,
I mean,
what
Bob
happened?
Layton's my guy on Iron Man. I mean, he's the all and be all of Iron Man as far as I'm concerned. But before I got to Layton, there was Tuska, Cohen, Heck, and Ditko. Those are all the guys that I was reading, not knowing there were reprints, doing the reprint issue. So, I fell in love with those guys.
Well, when Bob Layton was doing Iron Man, that was when I was buying them off the newsstand.
Oh yeah, exactly. When I first decided to start collecting comics, when I said I'm going to be a collector, it was Iron Man 101, I think, when I first decided to start buying off the stands as a collector, not just as a reader.
What's your favorite Bob Layton Iron Man cover?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I'll tell you mine is. It's the one where he has the Hulk chained underwater.
Yeah, 133, I think, 132, 133 time frame.
I can't tell you the number, but I could tell you. I just read that recently. Didn't they try to take or put something in the Hulk's brain? No, they put something in the Hulk's brain.
No, Iron Man just knocked him out.
No, because they put something in his brain, but the thing they had in there was feeding off the radiation.
Okay.
Causing him to go even more berserk.
Right.
And so Iron Man had to hone him in.
Yeah, I got this in my collection.
Thomas Churchill's in the chat. Hey Thomas.
I got this one, the Bob Layton Iron Man signed limited edition.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Back when they had books.
Yeah, and they reprints a bunch of Iron Man books in this.
Well, I have never seen that.
Yeah, it's signed and numbered. I got this.
That must have cost you a hefty penny.
It was like 150, I think. Yeah, this is $7.95 of 999 copies, and it's signed by Layton.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah,
you have quite a little museum going behind you there.
My favorite cover would have to be 126.
Okay, visualize it for me because I can't remember numbers.
Where he's just, I got
hey Thomas,
on my wall is this image. Hold on one second.
You guys in the chat, isn't this a treat? I'm like what do you call it, a groupie? Okay, yeah, I remember that one. Definitely. Yeah, that's classic. Chris M, I always wanted to know what those look like.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, this is the 126 image. I had him redraw it for me.
Hold on, I'm going to get a close-up for everybody.
Okay.
See, when I go to cons, I don't talk to the artist. I go straight for the dollar bins or straight for the boxes, and because I want to get it all done. And my wife's dragging me. You got to meet everybody. You got to.
Yeah, man, that's a must. That's a must.
So I missed that. The only person I really met that I remember is Bob McLeod.
He's quiet. You got to force information out of him.
He signed some prints of the New Mutants for me, and I cannot find them. I don't know what happened to him. It still makes me angry to think about it. Oh.
Paulo Costa let me Iron Man look like metal. No one did before, not before him, not even Colin. Absolutely, and that's what true. Put Layton on the map, man. I mean, he made Iron Man look like he was a tough customer.
Colin and Tuska made his armor look like rubber.
You're You're absolutely right. John Romita did the pencils. Layton did the inks. Absolutely.
Okay. Go
ahead, he's absolutely right with that. John Romita Jr. always did the layouts, and Layton did the inks.
Okay, so what's your favorite John Romita Jr. Iron Man cover?
Probably the one he did on his own. Probably in the 190s. His name was just him in the clutches of like a robot. And Iron Man's in the clutches of a robot. Forgot the number, but that's strictly Romita, all on his own.
My favorite. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm saying because Layton's influenced his artwork a lot. So a lot of stuff was Ramita and Layton, but it's Layton because his inks overpower Ramita's pencils.
My favorite is the unicorn. He's
Oh
going,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
stuff
that's it.
going out of his head.
Yes, that's a good cover.
And my favorite Gene Colan Iron Man is first appearance of Whiplash.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show that here in a little bit.
All right, is it my turn?
Go for it.
So I picked these up. I see these in the dollar bin quite often, so I always get them. First, the cameo of Crossbones. I do
Oh,
have
nice.
the first appearance, but you always see this one now, and the other one's always gone. And in this,
Nice.
I remember reading it, and it got to the end, and I can't remember where I saw Crossbones at. And I went back,
Very
and I'm
nice.
like, I don't even. He makes a cameo, but I never saw it. I'll do one more. I read this one. Did I read this one today? Yeah, I read this one. It was really, really good. Oh, it was so good. Bullseye versus Crossbones.
Was that good? It was a Bullseye win, right?
Bullseye comes out of the window. He's standing out on the ledge, waiting to get a clean shot. And when he gets a clean shot, he busts through the window and shoots Red Skull right in the forehead and kills him. You know it's a robot, but it still looks so cool. It reminded me of the second season of I think it was I can't remember if it was Daredevil or Punisher, but Punisher shoots Daredevil right in the head.
Right.
Like he falls off the building. It was like the second episode, but he had that new armor put in his cowl, so that bullet didn't penetrate.
Yeah.
But that was a $1 book, and man, I had so much fun reading it.
That's what counts, man. That's absolutely. I mean, you spend $1 on a book and you get thrill of it. I mean, that's what the collecting's about, you know. Absolutely.
So Rangers Fly said Iron Man 256 had his favorite John Romita cover. His stuff on Armor Wars 2 was nice. Rob Worst, welcome to the chat.
Hey, Rob.
This is like Gleaning Dark Side, the size of my pinky fingernail in Jimmy Olsen 134. Okay.
This is like Gleaning Dark Side. It's like, all right.
And then we got Ictvinian. What's up, brother? Yo, I remember owning that issue. Yeah, all this stuff is bringing back memories from our childhood. I feel like I'm about 11 or 12 right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is good stuff. I mean, because this is when I got this stuff when I was 11 or 12. Iron Man number 12, a great Tuska cover with the controller. He's one of my favorite Iron Man villains, believe it or not.
That's a good cover, too.
Yeah.
Very dynamic.
Yeah. Good Tuska stuff. And this one's really good. That the red. This is also signed by George Tuska.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, he's getting better. That cover is really awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the power of the punch. I think he's probably influenced by Kirby. Probably Kirby was doing a whole lot of stuff. Tuska probably said, "Dang, I got to up my game." Look, he did. He upped his game.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite covers.
All right, so another $1 book. I read this too. Really good. I said, man, it's got Crossbones, Bullseye, Daredevil, Black Widow.
Nice.
I forget who she is. Another King. It's got Kingpin and Captain America. And the issue before was in a fight in the warehouse where they had this ice drug, and he breathed it in. So he was having hallucinations, and he was just going nuts through the city, and they didn't know where he was, and they were trying to subdue him. And Black Widow punches him right in the side of the head with her. At the same time she punches him, she uses a widow sting at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
So this girl's like, "Holy crap! You might have killed him. You might have given him concussion." She's like, "I know my weapons. I know my strength."
Wow,
and
nice.
She knocked him out in classic Marvel. This is 1990, so I always read stuff and I'm like thinking, okay, how far ahead before Marvel starts to lose its way? Where was that one defining moment, you know? Because this is really, really good stuff.
Paula Costa. He's got something odd. I just found out Jerry Bells identified Bob Layton working on the Mama newspaper strip in parallel to the time he worked on Iron Man. Really? That is very interesting. Talk about the regular newspaper strip from Mama. Huh. That's interesting.
And Ick
I
Vinny
never knew that.
says Captain America, when he blew the factory and he jumped out the window, he breathed it in when the factory blew up, and he jumped out the window at the same time. Yeah, I didn't read that issue. I don't think they had that one there for $1. Everyone needs a paycheck, and comic creators, by and large, do not earn as much as we think. That is so true.
If they're smart, they say their artwork, like Simonson. Simonson has saved every page of artwork. If you see an artwork by Simonson, it's either gotten out through a charity or as a gift to a friend. But for the most part, same with Terry Austin. He saved all their artwork because that's going to be their retirement.
And I know Neil Adams was the one that started saving all the artwork at DC.
Yeah.
I remember reading at DC, they would have people come in and tour, and they would wheel out a cart full of original art and just let people grab whatever they wanted. And I forget what I was reading. I know I was reading it, but they said that one person grabbed like a number 7 issue original artwork of Superman.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I think that was in the history of the DC Silver Age. I picked up at Ollie's.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's true, Vinny. When Layton worked on Iron Man during the time Jim Shooter started giving creator incentives, but Iron Man was never a big seller to generate that much in royalties.
No, unfortunately, he wasn't. I think he was more popular being in the Avengers than he was his own title, but Layton did put him on the map, so that's one thing. That's one good thing about the character in Layton.
Yeah, Vinny, they just let him grab the original artwork off a cart. That was in the DC history of the DC Silver Age hardcover that I was reading. And in that book also they show they have the editor's paperwork where he shows print runs for all the titles. I've never seen that before in a book. They were in the 900,000s. And Batman actually was before the TV show started like dropping drastically. And when that TV show hit, it just boosted that whole book and a lot of the other DC books around it. Surf Blue, what's up, brother?
Hey, Surf Blue, what's going on?
He says he can't stay long because he's got to charge up that darn phone of yours. Every time I talk to you, you're charging it. We got Yuli Carter. He has Superman 7 taped up, though. Maybe you're the one that grabbed it. Everyone get him. He grabbed that. Oh, am I up? So I got this for $3. High grade copy. Master of Kung Fu number 73, 1979. Mike Zeck. This is his 3rd issue on the title.
Nice. Nice.
Doug Monk on the scripts. So this is what happened. Now I have a new plan because I got so many comics and I'm trying not to buy so much. When I buy stuff, I'm trying to look for the highest grade. And if they have really low grade stuff, a lot of times I'm leaving it if it's not Golden Age or Silver Age. So that way I can say, because I'll have a stack when I'm done at the store.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I pull all these stacks out of all the long boxes, then I start going through, well, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I got to have this. I got to have that. So this next part of this haul is going to be from the other LCS that I went to. Really cool guy. He wants me to do a live auction at his shop.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're in the baby steps of doing that.
That's cool.
Okay, you're up.
All right. On to last couple issues. I just only got the first 16 issues of Iron Man. Here's 14. The Night Phantom.
Nice. I don't think I've seen that one.
And
so Ranger Blue, or no, wait. Ranger's Light corrected me. It's not Doug Monk. It's pronounced Munch. Okay, great. I just learned something. Paulo Costa says, I'm pretty sure Mike Zeck was on the first Master of Kung Fu story I read. The villain was Samsadat, if I said that right. Dave Blue says, having a cocktail, cleaned up dog, throw up earlier.
Living the dream.
Thanks for sharing, Dave. Living the dream. And then Sir Blue says, haha, and you're up. Was that your cat's tail?
Yeah.
See, only true comic collectors have cats.
I know, right? It's Iron Man number 15. Nice white cover.
Nice. Yes. I don't think I've seen that one either. All right, let me get back to. So I'm going to make an announcement. Well, it's not a done deal, but today I was talking to one of the old dogs of YouTube. I was talking to Captain Strangelife today on the phone, trying to work out some details to get him on the Soapbox Sidekick so that we can interview him, because I know everybody wants to hear about his collecting, his life. He's such a unique and interesting guy. So I'm hoping that'll work out. We're trying to book that next show, and then we're trying to book the second one too. So I'm getting in touch with a couple other YouTubers for that one. So this show I'm going to do interviewing. The next one, Strange Blade's going to do interviewing. Cats all the way. You.
Yeah, cats rock. H.P.
Okay.
Lovecraft love the cats. I love the cats.
Let me tell you what my cat's a kitten, and he's just learning to hunt. He's wanting to get a squirrel so bad, but he just can't. He's not fast enough yet. So he's getting lizards. I wake up in the middle of the night, he has big cockroaches that he caught, and he's eating them. Today, he brought in a big dragonfly. And the reason I found out, I see this trail of ants coming in the family room. I'm like, what are they coming in here for? I made sure it was clean. Then I look under the table, and there's this huge dragonfly laying on the floor, and they're just devouring it.
Good old Buster.
I already have this one, but for $3, I'm not leaving this book in a high grade in the bin.
Oh, heck no.
Number 210 from 1979, Marv Wolfman on scripts, John Byrne and Joe Sinnott on the art.
Yeah, I bought that off the stands. I remember that distinctly.
And this was Byrne's first run, and then he left for a little bit, and then he came back and did his legendary run.
I think he was just a workhorse then.
All right, you're up.
All right, last issue of the regular series of Iron Man I'm going to show, number 16, which is a pretty cool cover. Him and the unicorn.
Nice. Now, that's Tuska, right?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know for sure.
If not, someone will tell us.
Yeah. It could be Tuska with could be Marie Severin inks on this, or Herb Trimpe. I can't tell.
Ick Vinny said, "How about a dog?" Dogs are all right, but yeah, you own the dog, but a cat owns you.
And last, Tales of Suspense, number 99.
Nice. Oh wow, that is beautiful.
I already got a few issues of Tales of Suspense I'm going to show.
That's Gene Colan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's one of my favorite artists. Gene Colan does this. So what he does is he brings motion to a 2D picture. It's amazing how he does it. No artist I've ever seen really can bring motion to a two-dimensional. He just blows me away.
Yeah, he's very organic in his approach too. That's what I like about it. It's very like cloth. You can see and feel the cloth. Skin tissue. Silver Age Dave. Hans is the grandpa of this community. Great guy. Lives up to the Strange Life moniker. I look forward to this in a future show.
Yes.
Marie Severin did the Iron Man 16.
Dave, Silver Age Dave, be on your toes and hone your interviewing skills, because you're going to be on. We're getting everybody on. I want to know about everybody's origin. Why did you get into collecting? How? I want to hear the stories, and I want to throw you some fun stuff too, like how your wife interacts with you on collecting, or your kids, or just funny stories that you got. But this show here, I want to just talk comics and have fun with the chatters. Dave says, I hate cats. Don't be a hater. Oh, he likes them a little bit. Paul Acosta, love cats, love dogs, hate squirrels. I used to have a squirrel. Someone gave me one account that I had in Mississippi. And we had him for a while. He was really cool, but they're just too wild. They can't be tamed. They can't be domesticated. Marie Severin did the Iron Man 16. Silver Age Dave says Insanity, final answer. And I don't remember any of my stories screaming. That's because you bang your head too much.
Hey,
okay.
Gray Man, I have a question for Gray Man. Gray Man, do you like the band Portal? Just curious. Out of Australia. I don't know if the Gray Man does. I know he's into the heavy metal stuff. Maybe
yeah,
like
the metal stuff that I like, he's like, that's too tame for me.
I know, I remember it's too soft. But Portal might be right up his alley.
Anything metal I listen to, it sounds like Air Supply to him. Headbanging and booze.
Headbanging and booze.
Okay, this is a family show. Heard the name. He heard the name, but not listened to them. How about Virus? I used to listen to Virus. Anyway,
I think, Gray Man, I think you'll like Portal. All right, here's Iron Man. Tales of Suspense number 95.
Yeah, I have that one. I actually just upgraded on that one. I love any cover. I have not seen a bad cover with Grey Gargoyle yet.
I know, that's why I brought it out, because I know you're a fan of Grey Gargoyle.
I was telling...
Number 58.
One more, then slow down there, buddy.
You got it.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, definitely. I need to upgrade this copy, but it's
That's
there.
Kirby?
Yeah. Classic Kirby.
So I was telling Lady Strange about, I don't know what number it is, Avengers, where they fight the Grey Gargoyle, and he turns Iron Man to stone in the middle of the street, and Daredevil too, and Iron Man still, like Tony Stark is not turned to stone inside the armor.
That's cool.
Have you read that?
No, I have not.
It's like a two-issue storyline. It's really,
really cool.
I think it's George Perez art.
Oh, I see that. Was that Avengers?
Either George or John Byrne. Yeah, it's Avengers.
Okay.
Someone's going to tell us who it is. From England, Virus. I know the guy from them. They played my 40th birthday gig. Wow, cool. Ranger Slide, nice. And Silver Age Dave, I don't think so, Surf Blue. I'm very forgetful. So, what did I just pick up? I picked up another copy of the Grey Gargoyle on Iron Man. Thor. I forget what issue it is, but it was a second copy. It was in high grade. It was $1.50. I'm like, I'm not leaving this. Okay, so I got this for $1.
You got your Archie Beach cover there.
My bikini covers, both girls. Every time I see these books for a nice grade for $1, I'll pick them up. September 72, number 221.
Wow.
Betty Veronica bikini cover.
Very nice for $1, huh?
So that cancels out your Iron Man, Tony Stark and the Iron. There are quite a few virus bands around the world, so maybe you never meant those. Well, that's because they're all diseases and they spread. Dean Martin fan, really.
Love Dean Martin.
I do too. The birds and the bees, the flowers and the trees.
Love Dean Martin.
I used to have that album when I was like 6 or 7 years old. My mom wouldn't let me smoke that young, so I just had to sing. I'm going to do this one. Have you ever heard of her?
Oh, yeah, that's Pat Savage. That's Doc Savage's cousin.
Yeah. The last line to the Savage family.
Yeah, it's his cousin, Pat Savage. She was actually in some of his adventures in the pulps.
So this, I believe, is her first solo.
Okay.
That's
a great cover. Brian Stilfreeze, right?
I don't know.
Cover.
I forgot to put the date on. It's 1990. Okay. I think 1990 or 91.
Yeah, it's Pat Savage.
It's a nice cover, a painted cover. It looks pulpish. I actually owe him $3 for this. I I had my budget, and then I paid everything, and I'm like, well, how about if I take this and owe you? And he's like, okay, just text me. Let me
That's
know. Let me
awesome.
know that you owe me.
That's awesome.
You don't see such a good girl cover like that, a painted one
No.
in the 90s.
Yeah, Pat Savage.
Well, I'm glad you're the first person I've asked that's heard of her.
Yeah, it's his cousin. Yep.
I'm looking forward to reading that.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff.
We all love Dean Martin. Last comic book haul, I showed some Bob Hope comics, and I don't know if that's what's bringing this up. We talked about Dean Martin, and then I showed a Jerry Lewis comics too. All right, you ready?
Okay. Iron Man 55. Sorry, I'm doing this one hand. I got my cat on the other hand.
I had that on the wall, and I just put it in the box a couple days ago. I traded a PlayStation 3 for that issue.
Oh, very good trade. Iron Man 54.
Tales of Suspense.
Yeah, I'm
That's the
sorry.
first Mandarin.
No, it's coming up.
No, that's not.
Right, that one's coming up here soon.
I picked up that one and the first Mandarin at the Comic Fest. I got the first Mandarin in a 7.0 for about $30.
Oh, that's pretty good. I think I paid like $5 for mine back. Well, that's back in the late 70s, early 80s. Here's the first Black Widow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that book's pricey now.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful Kirby cover, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I always liked Kirby's Iron Man.
Oh, great stuff. Kirby and Ditko, man. Great stuff on Iron Man.
I don't know. I got Tales of Suspense. Hold on a minute. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Much attention for.
Did you
Cats
hear?
and Comics. You're right, Gray Man. That was the only way to go. Cats and Comics.
Oh, come on, computer, work with me.
Oh, there you go. His new armor. I don't have that in my stack, but I got that one. That's when you got the new armor coming in.
The Steve Ditko art in here is not up to his standards.
I still love it. I'm just
I mean, it's cool. That way. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely cool, but
yeah, I know what you're saying.
After reading Kirby, now what I think I put the other one back. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, shit.
Paul Acosta, Black Widow only becomes interesting with the black leather suit. Agreed.
I mean, you gonna show this one?
I don't have that in my stack, but I got one. That's one with the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's spelled wrong. They spelled Pharaoh wrong.
It's Faora.
Yeah, they spelled it wrong on that cover.
I think I picked this up for next to nothing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Okay, so I showed. So go ahead. Want to put you on the big screen here.
Number 50.
Oh yeah, that's first Mandarin.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got that at a great price. And then when the next week, for some reason that book started jumping like big time.
Yeah, it's a cool villain. One of his classics. Here's number 49.
Nice. See, that one's the money book too.
Yeah, it has Ditko in it. It's got the name Floyd written on it. So
love that Kirby cover.
Yeah, it's got Ditko artwork inside, of course.
All right, let's read some comments. Black Widow only becomes interesting in the black leather suit. I don't know. I liked when she was the spy and the stuff with the Titanium Man and Hawkeye. I thought it was really good classic stuff. I mean, yeah, she looked nicer, definitely. Ranger Sly would love to have the first Black Widow. So would I.
Cat Tales of Suspense.
I was looking at it, but yeah, that's a pricey book now, even in the low grade. Good one, Dave. Serp says send the PlayStation 3 to me. I traded in for that comic. I tried to play it. I tried to like PlayStation. I bought games. I downloaded games, and I tried, but it's like, I got to have my Xbox.
Wow.
I gotta have the American Council. Council, yes. Okay, so I picked up a couple of these. They were $8 a piece. So funny story about this book. Last McFarlane issue, Amazing Spider-Man 328, January 1990. So I'm going through the back issue bins. I find this book for $8. And then I find another one for 14. The one for 14 is lower grade than this one, and it's
Nice.
a direct market. This is a newsstand.
Very good.
So I pointed out to him. He goes, "Oh, my kids must have been pricing these things." So then I'm going through the back issue bin. I find yet another one for $8, and it's even higher grade than this one. But it was a direct market, so I took this one because it was a newsstand, even though it was like a half a grade lower than the other one. So he's like, "Yeah, my kids, I got to watch them." I said, "Well, let me know when your kids are in pricing books so I can be here." So
Nice.
I pulled out some other books. I pulled out the first Firestorm Volume 2. They had $4 on it. He goes, he says, "I can't sell this to you for $4." I'm like, "Well, that's the only reason I pulled it out, because I thought it was a great price." I forget what else. I pulled out some other books, and he's like, "I can't sell them at this price." And I was like, I understand. He says, I said, "I understand, but I'm a hunter. It's my job to find the stuff that's priced really good."
Absolutely.
So I didn't pick up, but I was going to pick up. Now, I never see this book. I always see number 3 and number 5, but he had number 1 of Man from Atlantis. Do you have that book?
Mm-hmm.
So I never seen number 1. I don't think I've seen number 1 in many, many years. And really nice. It was a really nice condition.
It's a fun series.
So he was going to sell for $5, but then I found another one in his bin for it had $5 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was comparing the two, and they both had different defects, but they were like the same grade, but they both had different. One was like a little bit of
Right.
a little bit of a miswrap on the square bound, and then another one had, I don't remember what it was, like a couple flecks out of the cover. So he's like, "Well, $5 for both," and I'm like, "I can't afford that." He goes, "How do you know?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, maybe you can afford them." I said, "What, are you going to give them to me for cheaper?" And he's like, "I might." But I ended up putting them back for other books, and I'm going to go back and get them. So he said I can get them for both for $4.
Cool. Well, what's a good series?
Yeah, I have 3 and 5.
Yeah, I'll enjoy it.
I have doubles of those. I always see 3 and 5 for some reason. I don't know why.
I think it ran for 7 or 8 issues, something like that.
And I watched that show when I was a kid. So
Oh yeah.
I said, "Do
Good
you remember
stuff.
the show?" And he goes, "I think I do." And so I started singing the theme song from Step by Step. And he's like, "That's not the theme song." And I'm like, "I know, but he was in Step by Step."
Scott
Lady
Neely's with us.
Fantastic's here, and Scott Neely.
What's up, guys?
I'm so
Glad to
tired. I've
have
been
you all here.
sneezing and coughing all day. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scott. If I
Yes.
could, I'd reach through here and give you a hug, but
Some chicken soup.
I'll have to give you a hug by proxy.
Ha!
Howdy, Fantastic. Oh yeah, Fantastic Lady. She's really an up and comer in this community.
Yes.
So she shared something with me. She wants to get her Grail book, X-Men 101. So
Mm.
that's why she's been doing these auctions.
That's obtainable.
And it was funny. I was going through the back issue bin, and I found 102.
It's obtainable.
All right. So what's going down tonight? We're just showing books. We're trying to be funny. We're not succeeding in that
Yeah,
department,
we're not being very funny.
but we are showing some good books. So it's pretty good. All right, you're up, buddy.
Tales of Suspense 47, nice high grade copy, first appearance of the Melter.
Wow. He's working down to the big book.
Yeah,
That Melter, man, he's got that gun that shoots that ray and it melts any metal.
I know.
Sometimes these stories can be, it's the imagination though. It's pretty cool.
It is.
There's
And
only one story I have to tell you that I really could never wrap my mind around. It's when Daredevil and Doctor Doom switched minds. You remember
I've
that?
never read that.
It's early. It's early Daredevil. I don't remember what issue, but it's really unbelievable, and it's funny.
Really?
Daredevil's walking around. Oh no, I think it's Doctor Doom's walking around the city, like strolling down the street, and he's actually Daredevil. It's pretty funny.
How'd they get their mind switched?
I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a while since I read it, but I just always remember. I was like, this is one of the dumbest stories I've that of all the Golden Age and Silver Age that I think is probably one of the dumbest ones.
That is pretty goofy.
And it was Gene Colan on the art.
Well, that made it pretty to read.
Knights of Old is in the house. He said, "What's my Grail?" See, I don't have like a Grail per se. I mean, if I have a Grail, like my Grails change. But this is one of my Grails right now, and I got it from a really, really cool dude. So I'm going to show it since he asked the question. Let me adjust this so the books don't fall off the wall.
Ah!
Daredevil 28.
Awesome.
And this guy sent this really cool guy. I think his name is Steve Charlton66.
I'm glad I went to a good home, man.
So you're working on your Iron Man runs. I'm working on my Daredevil early runs, and I'm also working on my headline early runs. Did you saw the head? Did I post? I posted headline 21. I just picked up.
I don't think I've seen that one.
If you want to go ahead and show a book, and I'll grab it.
Okay. The book I'm going to show is Tales of Suspense 42 with the Red Barbarian. This needs a little bit of upgrade, but this is still a decent book. Scott Neely, I have one Man from Atlantis comics. I think it was in my last video. Man from Atlantis is a pretty good series. It's underrated because it's just a very short Marvel series, but it was pretty good.
Who draws that? I can't remember. Is it John? Is it John Romita, Sal Buscema, or John Buscema?
I don't know who did that artwork in that series. I get it confused with the Deep because I call it. I always think it's like Frank Springer or somebody like that, but I get or Frank Robbins.
Okay, Paul Acosta
Fly.
says, when did Daredevil's sidekicks take over his comic? Scott Neely said, did anyone get any new comics today or yesterday? I know you're not asking me that question because I surely didn't get any new comics. He got the new Superman 15 with the new Legions of Superheroes, and of course my Star Wars AOR comics, Renee and Rose.
Bragg 718, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on? I got
What's up,
Agents
brother?
of Wakanda and Valkyrie 3. So I guess there are people still buying new comics out there. I thought that was not happening anymore. I'm being sarcastic, if you guys know. So anyways, I just picked this up.
I can't see you anymore, Mike.
You can't?
I can see me, but I can't see you. Not too much, Rags. What's going on, buddy?
Can you see me now?
No.
Huh. Let me get out.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I always think that's freaking Stripesy every time I see that cover.
Someone else said that.
Yeah, I think it's
I got
Stripesy.
8 issues now. I think up to 24 is the Junior Rangers and the Atomic Man. And then 25 is the Crime with Jack Kirby doing art.
Okay.
I just saw number 20 for sale on eBay for $30. I already have it. It was a lot lower grade than the one I have, but man, I wouldn't mind having 2 copies if those stuff doesn't come around like that for that cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show this one, and I'll let you go. I got another Todd McFarlane, number 325, November 1989. This is the first time I've owned these. I've never owned any Todd McFarlane Spider-Man before.
Congrats.
And the covers are incredibly detailed.
Very nice.
I have this theory that when he did Batman, he saw how popular those issues were, because then he started really embracing that over dramatic art.
They're very dynamic.
Because before that, I mean, he was a good artist. He was just a normal, regular style, almost kind of realistic, nothing unique. When he did Infinity Incorporated, which was a good series. If you have not read that, it's really good.
Agreed.
Harry Comics is in. Flurkin.
I think the first top comic I owned was Web of Spider-Man 1. This is from Scott. When it first came out, was that his first comic?
You were a baby when I first.
No, he did.
When I read my first comic.
No, I don't think so, Scott. I think McFarlane did Infinity Incorporated in I think a horror book.
No, he's saying the first one he owned.
Oh, okay.
Perry is the lurky turkey. The first Todd McFarlane. I did buy some Spawns when they came out. Spawn never interested me at all, but I really dug the Infinity Incorporated. I got like half the run out of the dollar bin. All the
yeah, good stuff.
I didn't even know he did Hulk until a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're going. I'm going to throw you up on the big screen.
Okay. Well, last for the Iron Man, Tales of Suspense, of course, 39. Got a date stamp on it.
Oh!
The only thing that's wrong is some tape. That's the only thing that's really wrong with the cover.
I don't think anybody even cares.
But it's got the date stamp on it.
Nice.
1962.
If you had 6 more pieces of tape on there, I wouldn't care.
Oh, I know. But it's I got it for a good price for some cash in a trade.
Bam, yep, there you go.
Yep, it's it, man. Of course, so, I gotta throw this Charlton in. Charlton, woo! Charlton alert.
So we're gonna have a raffle. We're giving away that first Iron Man.
Yeah, right.
If you want, I'll show some books. If you want to grab a couple more, I still have like 7 or 8.
Oh yeah, I've got I'll throw some Charltons in there.
All right, well hold off.
Okay.
Let me show a book. I just picked this up. Oh, so that last one I got for $5. And then I got this one for $5.
Nice.
Number 324, November 89, Todd McFarlane. Sabretooth. I had $20. I wanted to see what I could get for $20.
There you go.
So I got all those McFarlanes and the Archie, the Kung Fu Master, and then this one last book here from that for $23.
Very good. Can't go wrong with that. It's a good price.
All right, so I'll let you throw one up.
This is Just Married 47 from 1966. This is from an AOK from a YouTube guy named John.
You know, I think I have an issue with that. I think I found that at the flea market earlier this year. And you're the one that got me putting all my Charltons in one box.
Yeah, you got to, man. That's a must. And got a Ghostly Tales from 66, number 57. Great Vietnam cover.
Oh, nice. You don't see war covers in that title too often.
Nope. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's got some nice stuff going on in the cover. All right, brother.
Is that what did you just show a First Kiss?
No, I Just Married.
Oh, Just Married. Okay, well, This is the First Kiss. This is right before Just Married.
All right.
You know, the first kiss. Then
if you get married, I gotcha.
Okay,
well done.
This is the last book I got in that $23 high-grade copy of Red Sonja number 4. I believe it's a Frank Thorne cover.
Oh, yeah. Red Sonja. Very nice.
And can I make fun of someone? I won't say who it is. Someone showed a book and they from the I think 78 or something. They go, and it's a newsstand. I go, they were almost all newsstands back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
That's one thing you
yeah.
got. Hey, it's a newsstand. I'm looking around. Where? I don't see any newsstands. Okay,
Rex
you get
718's doing some dealing. He said he sold a Wonder Woman 72 and a Planets 1 to a local comic store.
nice.
Rags is wheeling and dealing. You should see him at the shows, man. He's in his zone. I've seen him at the local shows, and he's focused. He's got a lot going on when he goes to these shows. Hey, Rag, you going to the show this weekend? Again,
Wow,
this is
we did
this
an
is.
hour already.
I know. Got a couple more books we could call it a night.
Yeah.
Got,
You want to go to 10?
what time? Yeah, we can go to 10.
You have a curfew?
No, we can go to 10.
Your wife wants you. Nice.
Yeah, this is a nice Vietnam issue, number 44 from 1965.
Hey, do you remember that fight Marines I showed you with the Nazi officer on the cover, and it had the swastika in the background?
Yes, I remember. I think I saw it on Instagram.
I was at the comic shop yesterday, and he had another one for $3. I'm gonna probably go back and get it, but the one I have, it's miscut. It's got that little white bar down here.
That's Charlton for you.
And so Reed said, look at that, because that's on mine too. Is that a defect or is that manufacturing? And I said,
Manufacturing. Yeah, that's the way Charlton is.
but the one I seen at the comic shop didn't have that. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, if some of them come up that way, it's just the way Charlton is. They're spotty. That's a very beautiful book.
High grade for $3.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Paulo. Take care, buddy.
Oh, take care, brother. I got some Golden Age. Some Good Girl. I don't know if you ever heard of this title.
I've heard the title. I've just never seen any.
I think it was a radio show, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
This is Ray Bailey art. This is actually a variant.
Really?
Believe it or not. Because this has no date on the cover.
Interesting.
There's the 10 cent. No, the 10 cents over here. And then you got the seal over here, but there's no date. And the regular cover has a date on it. So I was happy when I found this out, because it's 1948 and this is a scarcer of the issue number 3.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is one of those books I've seen for a long time, and I'm like, I want to own one of those. So I waited and waited and waited till I could get a copy under $50.
That's very nice.
All right, you go.
Got this really nice copy. Again, it's the AOK from my friend John. This is the first appearance of the American Eagle. He appeared in 5 issues. This is from 66.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the artist just putting the character standing on the cover?
I don't know. It's just his first appearance. It's got all the cool stuff in the background.
Here he is. He doesn't do anything. This is the new guy.
This is the new guy. This is it. This is him standing in all the actions behind him. So it's kind of dramatic.
Put a gun in his hand, pulling a trigger, something.
Yeah, he's got his helmet.
Throw a grenade, something. Okay, I got another Good Girl book up here. This is a Canadian edition of Jumbo Comics number 3. Well, it's actually not number 3. It's number 123. But it says number 3 on it because it's a second print.
Ah, gotcha.
It's not from 1949. Superior Comics.
Very nice.
And of course, Fiction House did Jumbo Comics.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's always a good thing when there's a woman with blonde hair running around a jungle in a bikini. I mean, I imagine they've seen pretty much a lot of that going on in those days.
Yeah.
The natives would be like, there goes another one.
They're all over the place. What says the jungle more than a white blonde chick?
And they're like, trying to catch her. And I'm like, I'm not catching her. She's got a knife in her hand. And it's amazing. I mean, when you see this and you're a wildcat, you definitely want to go after that kind of.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to be not. I mean, family friendly, but you're always a big cat going after her.
yeah. Cat or an alligator. You know. So
Whoa.
Rag, what are you looking at? What are you looking for when you go to the show, Rag? Just curious, or do you keep that a secret?
I wonder
You do mostly newer stuff, I think. And the other book I want to show is Fighting Army, number 69 from
okay.
66.
Oh, nice. Let me put you on the big screen. I always like the close-ups. You see the face
Mm-hmm.
the emotion in the face of the soldier.
Yeah. It's got some good stuff in these issues. Good old Charlton.
So we got some chatting going on. Scott Neely said, "Where did she buy that bikini in the jungle?" She made it
Yeah,
herself.
man. She
She
made it
made,
up at Dead Animals.
you see all those wildcats she's knifing. And then Scott said she got it at Walmart. Reg said, "LOL." Silver said they'd say, "Darn, where'd she get that bikini?" Haha, anything, man. Really? It's getting harder and harder to remember. Okay, I don't have really anything here. I just got this.
Oh, nice. Look at the Wiz
I remember
comics.
getting this for $12.
Nice.
It was 2 issues up for auction by the same guy, and nobody was bidding on them. I don't know why. This is number 74. I know I'll take it for $12. I forget what the other one was. It was more obscure title. This is from 1946. Purple. He's driving a ship. Why can't he just be like Superman and
I just pushed this shit up.
pick it up and just fly it there?
Yeah.
But he was always more of a interesting guy than Superman.
Oh yeah, I take Captain Marvel over Superman any day. Yeah, he's I got statues and artwork with him on it that I prefer over Superman.
And this has the Spy Smasher in it too.
Oh, the Spice Master is another one of my faves.
I'm that's one on my list. I want to get a Spy Smasher series title.
I got one with the American flag cover on, which is pretty cool.
What? You need
Yeah,
to show that. You need to put that on Instagram.
I know. I'll put it on Instagram.
Rangers Live said best $12 ever spent. I don't know.
Oh, agreed.
I got some golden ages I got for $12. I'll sit on the couch, put the lazy boy up, put something on TV, probably YouTube videos, and I just scroll, scroll, scroll. I did that today. I went ate breakfast, read 3 comics, then I would type in certain titles, and I'm going only 20 pages on each title, looking over the newest listed stuff. And that's how I found that Baffling Mysteries today for $25. And I
Cool.
found a couple more, put them in the want list. So if I get some money, I'll go back and look at them. Captain Marvel was my dude. Well, it won't be as good as the Super Sons of before, but I'll be reading it. Issue 25 through 33, Epic. The Starlin issues. Oh, we're not talking Marvel comics. We're talking Fawcett Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, Lady Fantastic said that. She says Captain Marvel was my dude. I got that in here, I think. Yeah, Captain Marvel got much more appealing character than Superman is.
Oh shoot!
What?
These books almost fell.
I'm sorry, to Captain Midnight.
Oh yeah,
Captain Midnight that I have, not Spy Smasher. I'm sorry.
that's okay. I picked up a couple of those a couple months ago. I picked up the patriotic cover of the 1944
Yes,
for $25.
it's awesome.
I was sitting in a church meeting and I was looking through eBay because I go to the Spanish ward. It's all in Spanish because my wife's Spanish.
Uh-huh.
The reason we go is because my ex-wife goes to the other ward, so we go to the Spanish one. And I'm scrolling through eBay. They're having a meeting, so I don't understand anything. And I'm scrolling through eBay, and there pops up Captain Midnight. I don't remember what issue number, the 1944 one, and I'm like, $25. Bought right down, buying that
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I wonder if Gomer Pyle ever turned into Captain Marvel. Shazam! Yes, Doctor Doom was the pimp cup. I love Captain Midnight.
Yeah, Captain Midnight was very cool.
What time is it? If you guys are not subbed or haven't seen Fizz Pops, if you're not subbed to his channel and haven't seen his videos, he does a awesome documentary on Captain Marvel. It is so good. I wanted to, right when I finished watching it, I started looking up the rings.
Oh yeah, they're very expensive.
They were like $70.
Yeah, they're up there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
You know what issue I want to get? Have you seen the series Mutiny?
Yes.
I want to get some of those. Those are cool covers.
Who puts out Pirates? What company?
Oh, it's a Hillman.
Hillman, that's what I thought. Okay.
That's Johnny Depp right there. Johnny Depp. You know what game I'm playing right? I just started. I wanted to play some different games yesterday just to relax. So I started playing Pirates of the Caribbean Lego. That game is so addicting and so fun. I couldn't believe it. And the character on there, the Lego guy, he walks just like Johnny Depp in the movie. It's like you laugh every time you move him around. Okay, you're up. You got what you got.
Let's see. I've seen this before. I think I've showed this before. Captain Arrow, number 22.
Oh, yeah. I don't own one of those. I'll have to settle for the very first Surefire Comics #1.
Yeah.
But that's nice. Is
Yeah,
that
it's a LB Cole cover.
is it high grade?
No, it's got a little bit of. It's got a little bit of spine. Oh shoot.
Okay, well you show that. I'll be right back.
Okay, I got a little bit of spine wear on it, but where's it at? There it is up at the top. But it presents well. LB Cole cover. I know you have a copy of this already, Mike, but number 3 of Skyman.
Hey, I got that issue.
Yeah.
I think it's on my wall too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a minute.
I love that character. Yeah, Ranger Sly. Fist Pop does some amazing work, well researched. Absolutely. He did stuff on Charlton that was just phenomenal. And he does off the wall, offbeat stuff. Love Fist Pop. Oh, there it is. That's it, buddy.
This is kind of the coolest, weirdest superhero.
I know.
He like hobnobs with the Hollywood elite, goes to the producer's house, sits there and chats with them. Then he gets a call. You got to come. There's something going on. And he jumps in his plane, but you really never get to see the plane. All you
It's a
see is
big wing.
yeah, all you see is the little thing that comes out and he gets on it. And the plane's so far away, it's like we don't want to draw the plane, so we're just gonna put it far away.
But I love the costume. I love the the pants that come up to his chest. It just looks like a very like an aviator.
Wow, when we did that, it almost looked like we were the same screen. We went like that.
Yeah, all right.
So I don't know who does this cover.
I can't tell from here either.
It's LB Cole.
Really? Wow.
Let's see.
I never seen him do the crime cover before. Very
Well,
cool.
that's cool because guess what?
Oh, that's very nice.
I think I paid $14 for this, and about 20 for the other. When I got these, there wasn't a whole lot of interest in him at the time, like there is now. Like now, it's like everything that he did is gold. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
Even low grade, it's gold, and everybody wants to just say, "I have an LB cover."
Mm-hmm. I've only got one.
I got
not in my whole collection.
If you can really get those real life stories, those are affordable. He does most of the run.
Oh, really? Interesting.
You can pick those up for like $20 a pop. They may not be high grade, but they're not going to be super low. I play a game called Dilly Dilly. I say it, pray someone brings me a light bud. I'm batting 300. Yeah, Christmas I discovered Fizz Pop and watched all his videos. Rangers Lie had too much to drink, seeing double.
Ah, nice. Two comics.
Gray Man, if you line up right, you can make it one cover
One
in the
cover in the middle.
Oh, okay. So I pulled this down because it came with it. This is actually a MS distributing reprint, but still it goes for a lot of money. I got it off Midtown Comics like 3 years ago.
Really, Midtown, huh?
Yeah, I stopped shopping there. They have hardly any selection.
Yeah, only recent stuff. That's what really pays the rent, I think.
But I have a couple of these MS distributing comics, and they go for bucks. They reprint the Fox issues, and they actually number them in the end of the series, so they are considered in the series.
Okay.
And there's an
Very
ad,
cool.
and you can tell that these are reprints because on the inside cover, where page 1 used to be, they have an ad. So we'll start with page 2. When I first got this book, I opened it up and I'm like, "Where's page 1?" And I'm looking and counting pages and looking
Right.
if anything's missing. I'm like, "There's no pages missing out of here. So how can it start with 2? Where the heck's 1 at?" So I had to do some research on it.
So
But
there's an ad on the first page.
yeah, and they'll have an ad in each one that'll say send in $1 and you get your choice of one of 15 comics. And I could never find where the list is of all 15. But I think I have 4 of them so far.
Okay.
Thrilling Western Crime is one. I have another one here. Famous Crimes, and then there's a romance book that I have. What you got?
I got leading number 8, 7 Soldiers of Victory.
Oh wow, nice.
It's my favorite team outside the JSA.
Vigilante was cool.
That's my favorite.
Who's all on the team?
You got the Vigilante. You got Strucker Stripes, the Shining Knight, Green Arrow, and I forgot his name.
Oh, Starman?
Crimson Avenger.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
You know who does the cover? Is it a sign?
I think Mort Meskin.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
So that's probably a huge comic too. I guess there's a whole lot in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's I think it's 52 pages. I think.
You remember what stories are in there?
It's all 7 Soldiers of Victory.
Oh, really?
Time. Yeah. Yep. Sure, it's all it is. The whole thing. Nice. There's a couple comedic backup stories, some unknown one gag.
So,
pages.
What's the story behind it? How did you acquire that gem?
Oh, at a local con, in Dunloring, at a local convention. It was up on the wall, and it was affordable for leading comics number 8, 7 Soldiers of Victory. And I was able to wheel a deal with the guy, and was able to buy it. And the guy I bought it from It's the same guy who promotes the Baltimore Comic Con from Cards, Comics, and Collectibles.
So to Steve, what does affordable mean?
This was about 15 years ago, and it was $190. I got it for $150.
So what is a book like that going to go for today?
Maybe $250, $3.25, maybe.
Not too much more higher.
No. It's just fun. I want all the leading comics, but they're very, you're paying between $3.25 to $500 for a decent comic.
Okay, I got 2 left. We got 5 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
I just happened to pull this down because I was getting those other books, so I figured, what the heck? Low grade, Fantastic Four. 55.
Nice.
32.
Nice. I got the reprint of that.
Yeah, I think I paid $4 for it.
Pretty good.
They have a yard. They have a bookstore like an hour and a half from here, and his friend would do comic sales out of the back. They had like a garage, and then everything was $1, almost the whole thing, and then all the Silver Age was half price. And he had that for a while. I got into it when he about 4 months when I discovered it. He closed it down, and he was doing like odd sales. He was promoting other people's sales, but he was getting back with his wife, and she didn't like comics. That's why they got divorced. So he had to get comics.
Wow.
You have another one?
Oh yeah. Now I'm just going to do a random. Marvel Family.
Nice. I got a few of those. Those are fun.
Oh yeah, fun stuff, and they're relatively inexpensive for a Golden Age book. I think I paid like $25 for it.
Let me show when I paid. I'll show you when I paid $200 for it. Hold on. I think I paid $150.
Wow, that's the classic cover.
King Cole. That's before Marvels.
Yeah. Wow. Classic.
K-Hen is in. He said he had to jump through 100 different hoops to get onto the live chat. YouTube is not his friend. Well, we're your friend. And
All right, Silver Age, Dave. Good night, buddy.
Good night, Dave. We're about to close it out. I'm going to do this book, and if you want to do one more, and then we'll close it.
All right, you got it.
Blackhawk 27.
Ooh, love me some Blackhawk.
Flea market for $20.
Ah, that's such a great cover.
She had 25. I said, how about 20? You always got to offer less.
The whole team. I got a commission of Blackhawk from John Byrne. I had commissioned Blackhawk. Very cool.
No, it's number 28. I forget what year this is. Definitely early 40s.
Very cool.
You're up last. Then we're
all right. In with the Disney.
Oh, nice.
Dude Ranch, high grade. Dude Ranch. This is Del Giant number 52.
Wow.
Nice high grade.
It looks like caramel candy.
Yeah, man.
Let me put you on the big screen. Ranger Sly, thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Thanks, Ranger Sly.
Yeah, he had a bunch of giant Dells there, and he had Time for Space, I think it was called.
Oh yeah. The astronaut one with the nice blue cover.
And it was in really high grade. It had a little tiny food stain there, and I kind of scratched it off, and it left a mark. But other than that, the thing looked brand new. And he wanted 25. I told him that's a good price. I just don't have the money for it.
Damn.
It was definitely a good price.
That's a good price, definitely.
I said, I want to own it, but I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, the Del Giants I really like are the Western ones, like Western Roundup, that kind of stuff, the cowboy ones. I really like those.
Scott Neely says, "Dude Ranch, was that a harmless term long ago?" It's Kirk Hen. So man, thanks for joining me. I had a lot of fun.
Agreed. I had a good time. Hope
We
everyone enjoyed themselves.
tried to get you on here earlier in the week, but you had commitments.
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it? It's
Oh,
just
it's a great time. Yeah, I like it.
these guys here are just comedy cut-ups.
Oh yeah. Comedy cut-ups,
Okay, so
absolutely.
they're asking for an encore, so we'll each do one more book.
All right, do one more. Okay.
Now what do I got to choose here? Okay, I'll let you. Want you go first, or you want to go last?
I'll go last.
All right, so I'm gonna make this screen bigger for my last book. Johnny Law Sky Ranger.
Nice.
2. And I showed this to Rangers. Rangers last saw me show this in a haul video.
Night, Gray Man.
Good night, Gray Man. And so he sent me an AOK, and he sent me another issue, the blue one. I forget number, maybe number 5. I thought that was so cool.
Right near the Sky Sheriff.
Yep, I've been looking at trying to get one of those, but they're pricey too.
Yeah.
All right.
So
last, this is it. This is the encore.
The encore. All right, do my best. The first appearance of Per Degaton, one of my favorite villains in All-Star Comics, number encore. 35.
Tell you what, I love a good hourglass cover.
Oh yeah.
And either hourglass or crystal ball.
Yeah. So and that's that.
So his first appearance in the Copper Age was in All-Star Squadron.
Yes. Yes.
I remember reading that. Was a really great title.
Yeah.
I actually saw title. I saw number 1 again in the dollar bin at the shop.
Great title. Vastly underrated.
I think about I have 2 number 1s, but you can never have enough of number 1s for like $2 or $3.
Yeah, vastly underrated series.
I used to pick that up religiously when it was coming out every month. It was so good.
I did the same thing.
And I love that cover, how they have all the photographs laying on the table.
Oh, and they got the table, circle table, and
they got the old guard there, Justice Society of America.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Good stuff.
All right. We can't do this forever, so we're just going to have to say, guys, thanks for joining us. It was fun. I don't know. I'm trying to do it whenever I feel the mood to do something like this, but I have to say, for me, with the shoulder injury, I don't have to do the computer and be typing to do the editing and stuff like that. So, Steve, thanks for joining again.
No, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
And you know that we'll talk soon.
Oh, absolutely.
And with that, I'm just going to say good night. If you want to,
guys,
and we'll just go to the end. So everybody have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Hold on a minute, Steve.